Our city has a long history of being a basketball hub, from the Edmonton Grads to the Stingers, and Full Court 21 is back in Edmonton for 3 days of celebrating and playing the sport. Joining us now is Will Strickland to tell us more about what's happening. And I do feel like you have something in your lap here. We have to address the Thor in the room first and foremost.
I like that. Is that public domain? Can I use that?
Well,
the Thor in the room. This is Thor, and no one is allowed to touch Thor except me. And Thor is my companion when we play the world's most unique basketball tournament at Park Allen Community League Saturday, July 22nd, from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the adults. But we have something for our biddies, our little people, from 9 to 10:30. And it's not one-on-one, it's not two-on-two, it's not three-on-three, it's not four-on-four, it's not five-on-five. It is the world's only application of one-on-five basketball, and Thor's along with me.
I mean, you did just kind of tell us about Full Court 21, but what can people expect on Saturday afternoon from the experience?
Fun, family, diversity, inclusion, participation is the ethos of what we do. From a community standpoint, we're very grateful and thankful to everyone from the people at the Westin Edmonton to Park Allen to the guys at West Edmonton Mall. Like, everyone in the city has embraced us, and we want to make sure that we are not here as a one-off. You know, we don't want to have a party on your lawn and leave red Solo cups everywhere. We're here, and we want to be a part of the community.
And there are only so many locations you go to across Canada. Why Edmonton? Is it because of the community?
You talked about the grads. I just learned about the grads the other day. And I was like, what? And we're so focused on women, an entire segment of basketball players and women who love sneaker culture. As a matter of fact, we have an event tonight at the Rec Room, South Common, called Ladies First, which is a celebration of women of color in sneaker culture and in basketball. And we were like, we are in violation. And so we need to make sure that we are first being better allies to women in the sport, better allies overall, to be clear, but better allies to women in the sport and sneaker culture as well. And this is a way to start that. So Ladies First is about women and for women. And sometimes we get into conversations about marginalized groups. It becomes trauma porn in a way. But we want to talk about, like, okay, we get trials and tribulations.
Absolutely.
What about the triumphs, the wins? That's why we celebrate. So I'm looking forward to it.
And who's going to be there tonight?
There are going to be some amazing women, including someone from the Stingers. So you, in your intro, you talked about that. And I think that having that investment from the community, from leaders like the Stingers and all kinds of organizations in the city who have been a part of what we do with Full Court 21, it's important that we create agency for not only the women who are going to be on the panel, but the young women who are in the crowd who are watching, and the young men who are hopefully listening and learning how to listen better, because I think we have a problem sometimes from time to time as men. I hate to generalize, but here I am. And I think it's a good way for us to connect, create connective tissue, and exchange some cultural currency.
And you also mentioned that there's a camp for kids, so there's something kind of for everybody. 100%.
I think the way to pay it forward and to start with the little guys, girls, boys, however you gender identify, come on out, have a good time with us. We're not trying to create, high performance athletes. It's not the point. It's about getting outside. It's Canada. It's a beautiful country. It's great. I mean, apparently the weather was bad before I showed up.
Well,
that's what I heard.
We can thank you then.
And then I showed up, and let me stop jinxing myself. It could be bad tomorrow, so we're leaving that alone. But the young people from 9 to 10:30 come out, run around, we play some games, win some prizes, and we have them stay in the court with us throughout the rest of the day to help us keep the park clean. Because if you don't respect your soil, no one else will. So again, without being heavy-handed about it, we want them to have a good time, but we also want them to think about where they are and what lands they stand on as well.
So these 3 events that are left, can people still sign up, participate?
100%. Reach us at FC21CA.com. Tonight, just show up. Just show up. I don't care. You don't have to even sign up. But for the basketball tomorrow, you can sign up on site between 11:30 and 12:30. I'm there all day. I'm there, 7:30 tomorrow? I'm all day. So
Put
show
in the
up.
hours.
Oh, you know what? It's a labor of love. But if I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it. And I think
Totally.
that it's, for me, people say, well, why are you doing it? I think I'm supposed to do it. And I'm not one who waits around for someone else to do something I can do myself. My grandmother, blessed dead, used to always say, if you can, do. And so we're in position to do things across this country. We do it in 5 cities: Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Halifax, and of course, Las Vegas, Edmonton.
Las Vegas. I have never heard that,
Well,
and I love
it's
it.
public domain. You can utilize it as much as you
We're
want.
just switching slogans here.
Okay, all good.
Well, this is great. Thank you so much, Will, and have a great weekend filled with lots of fun and
Thank you for
basketball.
having us, and we appreciate you all the way through.